I don't think she figured it out yet. Hi. Long time no see. I was actually recently asked last Monday, when it was my birthday, to update what I'm reading by my friend Liam from, I think he still lives in Bath, England. So, Liam, this is for you. I was also thinking about doing this. I'm so sorry. I have a dog here who apparently needs my attention since I've just come home from work. Go. Okay. So, anyway, so I do have a couple books. Since I haven't talked to you forever, I hope you had a lovely holiday. Okay. And my birthday was this past Monday, which was absolutely lovely. I had a party last Saturday where I invited some people from work and some people from church, and we played games and we talked, and I have tons of food. I still have tons of food left, but it was really good, and I had a really good time. And then Monday was my actual birthday, where I didn't have anything after school that day, no rehearsal for the plays that I assistant direct or anything like that. So I received Thor: The Dark World from my brother, who likes to use my Amazon wish list, and so I watched the featurettes on that because I hadn't seen them yet. So anyway, that was it was not the most exciting of birthdays, but it was very nice. So I'm actually in the middle-ish kind of 4 books right now. I'm already 2 books behind on my 2015 Goodreads challenge of reading 50 books this year, because I did read 30 last year. That is the lowest I have ever done. And yeah, so I'm going for 50 this year because I have high hopes for myself. This dog is way too interested. It's this book. Okay. The first one that I have is actually going to take me the whole year because it's divided a day reading, and I don't think this will interest any of you unless you are a believer, particularly. It's a Change Your Life Daily Bible. It's divided by each day of the year. It's great because I've never read the entire Bible, and certainly not in a year, and I feel awful about it, but you get to certain parts of the Bible that are just slightly less interesting than other parts, and so I stop. And I've had this book for about 5 years, and I think I got to April, and then once you get behind, you get behind. But each section has a section of the Old Testament, a section of the New Testament, a Psalm, and part of Proverbs. So, you know, it's good. I started on the 4th, so I had a couple days to catch up, but so far I have kept up to every day. I have my coffee, and I read a section. It takes me 10 minutes, but I'm a fast reader, so probably would take somebody else 15. So this is going to take me all year to read. But I figured if I put it on my Goodreads account and did it, by increments, I would keep up with it because I love moving the little, how much progress have you done? How many pages have you read? So anyway, so that's one. This other book was given to me by the chaplain at my school, but it is not specific. It's not a religious book. It's actually a psychology book. It's called Learned Optimism, How to Change Your Mind and Your Life by Martin E.P. Seligman. I can't speak today. Anyway, there's a psychology class at the school I teach at, and this is the book he uses, and we were having a conversation, and he was listening to me talk about some of my issues because, hey, he's a chaplain and that's what he does. And he recommended this book, and I started it when he gave it to me, and then got through like about 40 pages and then stopped because I had other things and I haven't picked it up again. But it's really interesting. If you follow me, I don't read a lot of nonfiction. So far this is very, very good. And hopefully it'll, change my mind and my life. So there we go. The other book that I finally bought because it's been recommended to me many times is The Sandman by Neil Gaiman, the graphic novel series. I bought the first one recently because they had it. Because normally when I go to the graphic novel section, if I want to start a series, they never have the first volume. But they did, so I bought it, and I actually received the second one from my friend Katie for Christmas, which much appreciated, my dear. It's interesting in the fact that out of the few graphic novel series or graphic novels that I've read, I tend to read them very quickly because there's not a lot of writing. I kind of have to force myself to slow down to look at the pictures. This one particularly, sorry about the dog, I can't read this very fast. I kind of have to read it per issue. because it was a little confusing in the beginning. It's very dense. It's heavy, but I like it so far. Anyway, the first one is called Preludes and Nocturnes. It is not for young eyes. There's quite a bit of violence in it and darkness because you're dealing with the Sandman, who is the god of dreams, Morpheus, and he kind of hangs out with people like, Lucifer and Beelzebub and dudes like that. So it's dark, okay? But, like I said, it's interesting, and I'm trying to get into more graphic novels, and this is, it's Neil Gaiman. All right? And lastly, the book that I'm almost done with that I can put on for my 2015 reading challenge is 9 Stories by J.D. Salinger. As you can see, I am this far along. I think I have 2 stories left, and I have really enjoyed it. I'd only read Catcher in the Rye for a long time, and then last year I read Franny and Zooey because there was a copy of it in the bookshelf at in my classroom that had been left by former teachers, and I really liked that, and so I ordered this because my goal is to read most of his stuff, because I figured if I liked Catcher in the Rye, I should read more to see if I really like Salinger, and I really like Salinger. I love his style. I don't always agree with his views because the man was a little cynical, but one of my favorite stories in this is called For Esme, with Love and Squalor, and I think it's biographical. At least the way it's written makes me think it's biographical, but it's probably the most hopeful thing I've ever read by him, and I was telling my mother about it when I was trying to explain how much I liked it, and I actually got kind of teary about it. So there you go. That's pretty much it. I mean, I probably should do like a Christmas and birthday book haul. I have some stuff coming from Amazon very soon because I got an Amazon gift card. Thank you, oldest brother and sister-in-law. Much appreciated. So those should hopefully come in next week. That's pretty much it on this end. I hope everyone is doing well. I really hope to be doing these more. I always say that, but I really think this year I'm going to be able to do this more. I have a new Mac laptop, so perhaps my editing skills will be better. We can hope. I have been thinking, a challenge to you, if anyone still follows, for suggestions. I have been thinking about, oh, hi, Margie. Hi, okay. I have been thinking about wanting to read film noir books or pulp detective novels. Like, I want to watch a lot of movies, and I've only watched a few. I've watched pretty much just Chinatown and The Maltese Falcon. But I would take suggestions because I find that to be a really interesting genre that I don't know much about. So if anyone knows of any good ones or classics, I mean, I'll obviously put The Maltese Falcon on that list. Please leave suggestions in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and maybe it'll spur me on to do more. I am watching Agent Carter right now, and if you're not watching that, then you're silly because it is really, really good and defies a lot of horrible things that they usually write for women. So go watch it on ABC. All right, guys. Peace out. Say bye, Marge. Bye.